Firmly standing. Let's start with some marches. All right, what we've got on the agenda today, cardio, we're gonna do cross and reach and monster walks. Get going with those in just a second. Tight today. All right, in 10 seconds, we'll get going with cross and reach. Remember to extend through your hands. All right, here we go. Amazing, and we'll march. We've got monster walks up next. So get nice and low, swing your feet out, forward, and then back. Amazing, and we'll march. All right. Lower body strengthening. We're going to do some squat jumps first. So kind of like our cardio that we do sometimes. We'll do 45 seconds of squat jumps, and then we've got some sumo squats that we're going to do also for 45 seconds. For these squat jumps, make sure it's one fluid motion. Feet hip width distance apart. We'll squat, and then come up, jump up. If that jump's too tough on you, you could just come up on your tippy toes instead of doing a full jump. Awesome job on march. All right, we've got sumo squats next. So this is a wide-legged squat. Excuse me. Toes would be pointed out, and your knees are going to follow the direction of your toes. All right, so nice wide, excuse me, stance. And we'll squat, targeting our inner thigh. Awesome. All right. We are back to cardio. We got a little bit more lower body stuff to do next, focusing on the back of the leg. Cross and reaches first. Very good. We'll do our monster walks next. Okay, nice and low, and we walk. All right, very good. All right, lower body still, focusing on the back of the leg. Start with some calf raises. We're gonna do single leg, double leg, and we've got some good mornings to do as well for the hamstrings. Right. Start with whichever leg you want to get going first. We'll prop one leg up and do our calf raises. It's coming up on tippy toes. Very good. We'll march it out. A little active recovery. We'll do the same thing on the other leg. Same thing, other leg. Jaw, we'll march. All right, we've got both legs together. We're gonna do a minute, so we're really burning out the calves today. Try not to hold anything for both of our legs together. Great. And here we go. Up and down. halfway there. Just a few more to do. Awesome. All right, we'll march. All right, last thing for the lower body, we're going to do a minute of good mornings. Emphasis on our hamstrings. We're going to hinge at the hips, back straight, back stays flat. Okay. And here we go. Having micro bends in those knees too. Don't keep them straight. Ten more seconds. Very good. All right, back to cardio. Then we're going to do some core. Cross and reach. Awesome. All right. We'll do our monster walks next. Amazing. All right, core. We are going to start with a minute of the crossbody elbow to knee tap. And we're also going to do some oblique stuff as well. All right, and here we go. So alternating elbow to knee. Oh, we're doing a minute, sorry. Keep going. 30 more seconds. Very good. All right. All right, next we're going to be sliding down our leg using our obliques. We're doing a minute each side, all right? And then that's it for core. Right. Do one hand up, other one kind of slides down the back side of your thigh. It's kind of like that. We got 30 more seconds on the side. Very good. And we'll march. We'll do the other side next. All right, here we go. Awesome job. All right, so we are back to cardio, and then we've got some upper body to do. We're also reaches first. Awesome. All right, we'll do monster walks next. Great. Alrighty, no march. All right, for upper body, we are going to start with some tricep push-ups on our wall. Some pulses to do after. All right, 1 minute at the wall. We'll start about 10 seconds. All right, and here we go. We're halfway there. Very good. All right, arm pulses. So we're going to do front, side, back, and then up shoulder press. I think we're only going to have time for one round. We'll see. See how the time plays out. All right, so starting with our front raises, 30 seconds, and then we're going to get right into our lateral raises. All right, now to the side for our lats. This one I like to think of pulling my elbows kind of more out than my hands. It's a really helpful gym tip too, if you ever do these in the gym with some dumbbells. And then front of you as well. Really focus on elbows coming out. All right, and now pulse towards the back. All right, and do some shoulder press. Awesome. All right, we're gonna slow it down, march a little bit slower than normal, and then we'll get right into our stretching. All right. And we are gonna get into our first stretch, which is a calf stretch. Placing your toes up on something and leaning forward nice and carefully, real slow. Stop when you feel that pull. And again, option to bend the knee. And we will switch it up. All right, we are gonna do chest opener. Oh my God. All right, so push your fingers towards the back of the room. Get this one. Really try to lift that chest up too. All right, go ahead and have a seat for the rest of these. All right, we are gonna go ahead and get going with a lat stretch. I need to be better about stretching. All right. Switch it up. All right, you can let that go. Let's do a nice cat cow stretch up next, seated. Feel free to do this quadruped too if you'd like. That's you. We're gonna arch our back, chin to chest. Make sure you're breathing still through these. And then we're gonna reverse it. We'll do our cow. Put up, concaves. And then we'll do the same thing, forward. And then reverse it for our cow. All right, last thing for today, just gonna do a nice neck. Be really, really careful with these. An option to grab your chair. Just get a nice stretch in the side here. If this one hurts you, just skip it. Just and skip. All right, we can switch. All right, that's it for today. Appreciate you for coming. Have a great weekend. See you on Monday.